Hi, honeybees. Hope you're doing well. I have a partner over here today who's going to be listening to our story. We are reading one of my favorites, The Wishtree. And this time we're going to finish it, though. Catherine Applegate. This is the book we started right before we left. And so I'm going to start from the beginning because it's been a little while, but I am really excited to share this with you and for Charlie to hear too. So we're going to go ahead and begin. Chapter 1. It's hard to talk to trees. We're not big on chit-chat. That's not to say we can't do amazing things you'll probably never do. Cradle downy owlets, steady flimsy tree forts, photosynthesize. But talk to people, not so much. And just try to get a tree to tell a good joke. Trees do talk to some folks, the ones we know we can trust. We talk to daredevil squirrels. We talk to hardworking worms. We talk to flashy butterflies and bashful moths. Birds, they're delightful. Frogs, grumpy but good-hearted. Snakes, terrible gossips. Trees, never met one I didn't like. Well, okay. There's a sycamore down at the corner. Yakety yak, that one. That means they talk a whole lot. So do we ever talk to people? Actually talk like most people of people skills? Good question. Trees have a rather complicated relationship with people, after all. 1 minute you're hugging us, the next minute you're turning us into tables and tongue depressors. Perhaps you're wondering why the fact that tree talk wasn't covered in science class during those Mother Nature is our friend lessons. Don't blame your teachers. They probably don't know trees can talk. Most people don't. Nonetheless, if you find yourself standing near a particularly friendly-looking tree on a particularly lucky-feeling day, it can't hurt to listen up. Trees can't tell jokes, but we can certainly tell stories. And if all you hear is a whisper of leaves, don't worry. Most trees are introverts at heart. So just so you know, an introvert is someone who kind of likes to keep to themselves. Maybe they're sort of quiet. They prefer time alone. Extroverts are people who like to be around other people and talk a whole lot. So now we're on chapter 2. Name's Red, by the way. Maybe we've met. Oak trees near the elementary school. Big, but not too. Sweet shade in the summer, fine color in the fall. I am proud to say that I am a northern red oak, also known as Quercus rubra. Red oaks are one of the most common trees in North America. In my neighborhood alone, hundreds upon hundreds of us are weaving our roots into the soil like knitters on a mission. We have a friend who just popped in and wants to say hello. This is Penny. I have rigid reddish gray bark, leathery leaves with pointed lobes, stubborn searching roots, and, if I do say so myself, the best fall color on the street, red. Red doesn't begin to do me justice. Come October, I look like I'm ablaze. It's a miracle the fire department doesn't try to hose me down every autumn. You might be surprised to learn that all red oaks are named red. Likewise, all sugar maples are called sugar, all junipers are called juniper, and all boojum trees are called boojum. That's how it is in the tree world. We don't need names to tell one another apart. Imagine a classroom where every child is named Melvin. Imagine the poor teacher trying to take attendance each morning. It's a good thing trees don't go to school. Of course, there are exceptions to the name rule. Somewhere in Los Angeles, there's a palm tree who insists on being called Karma. But do you know how Californians can be? So we are on chapter 3. My friends call me Red, and you can too, but for a long time, people in the neighborhood have called me the Wishtree. There's a reason for this, and it goes way back to when I wasn't much more than a tiny seed with high aspirations. Long story. Every year for the first day of May, people come from all over town to adorn me with scraps of paper, tags, bits of fabric, snippets of yarn, and the occasional gem sock. Each offering represents a dream, a desire, a longing. Now I want to pause for a second. Before we left, we wrote down what our wishes are, what our dreams are. It could be anything from something really small to something huge and serious. So I want you to think about what you wished for. And when we finish reading, I'm going to ask you a question. And in Seesaw, I'd like for you to respond and tell me what you think. So whether draped, tossed, or tied with a bow, they're all hopes for something better. Wish trees have a long and honorable history going back centuries. There are many in Ireland where they are usually hawthorns or the occasional ash tree. But you can find wish trees all over the world. For the most part, people are kind when they visit me. They seem to understand that a tight knot might keep me from growing the way I need to grow. They are gentle with my leaves now, careful with my exposed roots. And people write their hope on a rag or piece of paper. They tie it onto one of my branches. Usually they whisper the wish aloud. It's tradition to wish on the 1st of May, but people stop by throughout the year. Oh my, the things I have heard. And here's a picture. I don't know if you can see it really well. Let me see if I can get up close. Picture of the wish tree, and you can see where all the wishes are tied. There you go. Got somebody who's a bit of a room hog. This is Penny.
Can I say what I would wish, since I don't get to put an answer right there?
Charlie wants to share with you what he'd like to wish. What is that?
Coronavirus go away.
Me too. Okay, so now I wish for a flying skateboard. I wish for a world without war. I wish for a week without clouds. I wish for the world's biggest candy bar. I might like that one. I wish for an A on my geography test. I wish Mrs. Genatoni wasn't so grumpy in the morning. I wish my gerbil could talk. I wish my dad could get better. I wish I weren't hungry sometimes. I wish I weren't so lonely. I wish I knew what to wish for. So many wishes, grand and goofy, selfish and sweet. It's an honor. All the hopes bestowed upon my tired old limbs. Although by the end of May Day, I look like someone dumped a huge basket of trash on top of me. So I'm going to stop there. I hope you all have a great night, and we will pick up with the next couple chapters tomorrow night. Bye. Do you want to say bye, Charlie?
Bye. Penny says bye.
Oh, yeah. We'll pull Penny down.
Penny says bye.
You say bye.